Hi guys, today is a core class. So we're going to stand with a bit of a breathing technique to engage into the core. What you want to do is you're going to inhale, push the belly out, and as you exhale, you want to pull the rib cage in and pull everything in. Maybe you can hold the exhale. If it's not working for you, just release it. If you feel you're dizzy at any time, you can just start breathing normally and stop the exercise. Otherwise, coming into a standing position, you can wear your shoulders as earrings. The only time I give you permission, the rest of the class not. So coming into a standing position, feet are a bit wider than hip width. You're going to inhale. As you inhale, push the belly out, and as you exhale, pull that rib cage in. Hold the exhale for as long as comfortable. Inhale, push the belly out, exhale, and then pull it all the way in. Hold it as long as comfortable. Inhale, push the belly out, exhale, pull in. Just 5 more. Inhale, push the belly out. As you exhale, round into that back as much as you need to and hold it. As you pull the belly button in, pull the ribs right underneath as high as you can, under the lungs almost. Inhale, exhale, hold the exhale, inhale, exhale, pull in, inhale, push out, exhale, pull in. If you do this at home on your own, try and hold that exhale a little bit longer each time. Inhale, release, last one. As you pull in, exhale. And release. So, coming to the back of the mat, we're going to do inchworm. So you're going to crawl down. The first few, we're going to do 10. The first few, you get in your position, pull the tummy in, feet are hip width apart. Tuck the chin in as you roll down. As the fingers touch the mat, walk it forward into a plank. Sink all the way down, push up, and walk it back. So we're going to do 10 of these. Slowly rolling up. Try and be fast. Once the fingers touch the mat, try and walk it forward, down, and walk it back. Slowly rolling up. And again, down, slowly roll down. Walk it forward. If you want to, you can just hold it here and walk it back, rolling up. Inhale, tuck the chin in, slowly rolling down. Walk the hands forward, either stay there, push down, up, coming all the way up slowly. Inhale, tuck the chin in. Exhale, walk it forward. Inhale, exhale, walk it back. Inhale. Exhale at the top. Inhale, tuck the chin in, rolling down, walk it forward, come back up, and round into the back, slowly coming up. Inhale, tuck the chin in, roll down, walk it forward as quick as you can. Walk it back, don't compromise on your position. position. Just 2 more. Slowly roll it up. 1 more. Inhale. Walk it forward. Down. Push back. And slowly rolling all the way up. Coming onto your belly, so we're just walking forward. Sink all the way down. We're going to work into your back. So taking the hands, you're going to touch the thumbs, hover it off the back, just lift the upper body and bring it down. But here we're going to alternate legs. So take one leg up, release, 2, release, 3. If you need to, you stretch in between, 4, release, inhale, 5, release, 6, 7. Remember your exhale is for the harder part. 8. I think it's harder coming up. 9. So it's inhale down. 10. Inhale down. Next one we're going to do, you can rest ear and cheek to one side. Otherwise you're going to bend the legs, come up into your Sphinx pose. So in your Sphinx, your elbows underneath the shoulders, push the hips into the mat, keep your arms, your elbows underneath the shoulders as you lift up and sink down. Try not to lift the whole body off, so try to keep the hips into the mat. Release, inhale, exhale up. So when I say core, I mean core and a bit of arms. 5, inhale, 6, inhale, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, release it down, should definitely work into the back, hold it up here for 10, sink the hips, shoulders down the spine, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release it all the way down, come into your box shape. In your box, you want that stacking. You're going to just open into the spine as you round and arch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Just doing as many as you need of those. Next one we're going to do is a push-up. But it's a modified push-up. And what I want, so we're going to start in the push-up position. If you need to, you're on your knees. If you want to, you can just do the modified push-up, or you come up, you're going to sink the hips down, bring the arms down, lift the arms, hands underneath the shoulders, hips come up last. So hips go down first, and then hips come up last. So we're going to do 2 sets of 10. Let's go. Inhale, engage, sink 1. This works into the shoulders. 2, 3, 4. Keep the tummy tight. 5. If you need to, you're on your knees, just going up and down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. If you need to, you can lift your butt a little higher. 10, 9, 8, 7, 2, 1. And sink into child's pose onto the fingertips. Pull the shoulders down the spine. So stretch, let's stretch as long as you need to. And just make sure that you're really pulling those shoulders back. I forgot. We need blocks. I'm just going to get blocks. It's not for now, but we're going to be using them. So, in your position, you're going to come into a down dog. And what we're going to do, so the first set you're going to do is options. I'd like you to try and keep those elbows tucked in. Don't let them go out to the side. If you lock your elbows, don't lock at the top. So staying in this position, you're just going to bend the arms and up, or you come onto tippy toes, push the full body weight down. So see what suits you. Inhale, pull the belly in, engage, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. See which is the harder part? 5, 6, 7, 8. Feel these push-ups, 9. Don't let those elbows go out. Try to keep them tucked in. 10, 9, 8. So this will work triceps if you tuck it in properly. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it down, push back into child's pose. If you have a better stretch, you can. Otherwise, bringing the palms together and lifting the elbows, walk forward and lifting the hands onto the back of the head. Stretch as much as you need to. If that's not working for you, maybe you can do this stretch. Next one we're going to do, come into your down dog. You're going to take one hand to the opposite foot. If you can't reach, you can take it wherever you can reach. Come forward, push up and back. And then take it to the other side, push up and back. So, let's go. Inhale, touch. Push up and back, touch. Push up and back, touch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, come down to the floor, push back into child's pose onto those fingertips, maybe walking it to one side, pull that opposite hip back, and then the other. Gently taking more of a stretch, as much as you need to. Just need to ensure I haven't left anything out. Yep. Okay. I have. into your box shape. From your box, the first one we're going to do is coming onto your forearms, legs behind you, 1 foot off the mat, and you're going to sink the hips to that side. So you pull the belly in, shoulders relax. We're doing 3 sets. Let's go. 1. Keep that core nice and tight. 2. Don't lock the knees. Make sure only that middle part is moving. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8. Feel that oblique. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. 1, 2. Drop to the side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. Push back into child's pose. Changing sides. When you're ready, coming to the other side. The other foot on top and sink. 1, 2. Pull that belly in. 3. If you need to, rest in between. Make sure the shoulders on horn is earrings. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Pull that belly right in. 3, 2, 1. Last set. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I think I've got 10 more, right? 10, 9, 8, 7. No, that was 3 sets. Sorry guys, my bad. My bad. 2 more sets here on your forearms. The one is a modified Spider-Man. If you've got wrist issues, stay on your forearms. Otherwise, the second set to come up. So come as low as you can. Bring one leg in and back. Other side. 2, 3, 4. Just make sure you breathe. Exhale. 5, 6. Shoulders are relaxed down the spine. 7, 8, 9, 10. Sink down. Push back into child's pose. Depends what you need to stretch. If you need to stretch arms more, come up and then open the front of the chest. Rest as much as you need to and join us when you're ready. Taking it all the way up or stay on those forearms. If you've got shoulder injuries, just stay here. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and push back. Come sit on your butt, and we are done with the torture on the back, or lying on your tummy, or with your belly facing down. So now we're going to work into everything is sitting up. The one we're going to do is a core with a block. If you can, you just kind of come into extended boat. So taking your feet here, and you're going to pass the block underneath and do circles. If you want to, you can work it a bit and come up. So let me show you. So it's in here, come up, pass the block, and down. 2. So we're going to do 5 one way, 5 the other. Try to keep it as a circle going round and round. Grabbing your block, coming into extended boat. If you have back issues, maybe you just want to do Russian twists, maybe, or take the feet off. Otherwise, come into lie on your back, taking the block behind. 1 and down. 2 and down. 3, whoops, and down. 4, release. 5, release. Other way. 5, 4, release. 3, release. 2, release. 1, and stretch it all the way up. So it's a real good ab exercise that you really feel deep, as long as you don't feel your back. The next one we're going to do is lying on your side. So we're starting off with levels. So when you take it all the way up, you're just going to bring the foot to touch the toes. Or the hand to touch the ankle or foot. If you're a bit more flexible in those hips, you might not feel it. So let's go. 1. If you do, or you don't feel it, keep moving it up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next one we're going to do is come up slightly, so you can have that hand. I find it works more to keep my leg up there. If you're more flexible, keep coming up and down. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold it up here for 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, change sides. So coming to the other side is basically a rest. So coming up, stack it. 1. Try to keep that leg as straight as you can. 2. Exhale. 3. I think these are just warm-ups, so it's not much. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Coming up. 10. So remember, 9. 8. 7. Whichever one works more. 6. 5. It definitely brings more into that oblique. 4. 3. 2. 1. And hold it up for 10. 9. 7. 6. 4. 3. 1. Release it. all the way down, stretch it up, maybe taking it side to side. See how you're feeling. When you're ready to, we're going to grab blocks. So if you don't have blocks, you can do this on the floor. Just makes it a lot easier. If you have very long arms or really open hips, then it will be really easy for you. So if you have long arms, you can have your hands flat. Otherwise, if you can, you put the block halfway between the hip and the knee. You're going to lift the feet up, pull the knees right into the chest, straight in the back, and take the hands. So we can actually go to the mat. You want to feel that koala hugging your belly. So pull it right in and hold it. Sit up straight as you can, shoulders relaxed for 10, 9, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Have a rest if you need to. Otherwise, coming to the other side. So sit up nice and tall. Pull the knee right in, hands to the mat. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, and release. So come into a diamond shape, whatever feels good, just to release that koala bear hugging. Now, next one we're going to do is take the blocks. So we're going to work it in levels. If it's too easy for you, especially with the blocks, it makes it a lot easier. If it's too easy, then you can take the third option, which I'm going to give you. If it's not, start off like we're doing, and then maybe build it up, but let's see. So what you're going to do is inhale, hands onto the block. I find it best halfway between hip and knee. I think more flexible people find it easier this way. You're going to lift the butt and sink down. If that's too easy, you can lift the feet off the mat, lift the butt up and down. Or, yeah, that's where we're starting. So that you're going to be doing for all the sets. So let's go. Inhale, lift the butt and down. Maybe to make it harder, just hold it here. Hold it and down. So just keep holding, or if it's too easy, otherwise coming up and down. 5, 6. If you need a break, we're going to hold it at the top. 8, 9. You can do it without the blocks. 10. I'll show you why I need the blocks just now. Next one we're going to do, staying in that cross-legged position. Oh, sorry, first holding it up for 10, 9. Lift a little higher. 3, 2, 1. Release. Next one is either taking one foot or both feet off the mat. So if you're doing one foot, that other foot stays on the mat. Inhale, lift up and down. 2 and down. Or you're doing it the whole way. 3 and down. If you're more flexible in your hips, you can do an easier pose, but I'll give it to you later. 7, 8, 9, 10. Changing sides. 10, 9, 8. Remember you can 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and changing to the first side. Either you're holding one leg up or both. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Changing to the other side. Either holding one foot up or both. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Whew. That really feels like that koala bear's hugging your whole body. Which the koala bear hug is the best. And that really makes you know you're working your core. Next one. So this one you don't need the hands on the blocks. Then we're going to build it up. And I'll show it to you from an angle as well. What you're going to do, it's easier with your hands on the blocks. Otherwise you'll take your hands here. You're going to lift the feet. So point the toes. Feet together and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When you're doing it, you want to keep the hands down. The higher it is up the leg, the easier it is. The lower down, the harder it is. So one more set. You do feel that quad, that lactic acid burn. Let's go. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Next thing we're going to do on the blocks, I'll show you off the mat just how to do this easier, because you need to glide the feet. So if you can't glide, if you've got a carpet area, it won't work. If you can't glide on the floor, then you want to make sure that you have socks. Sorry, coming back into the position. So the easier one we do first, you're going to lift the bum, push forward and pull in. Push forward and pull in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, lift the butt, 8, 9, 10, and release it down. The next one we're going to do is just lift the butt. So I just want just the butt pulls in and you come back to position. So you're making an L shape, or actually